Now, I want to explain something to you. Now, you see, now pay attention, brothers. How's your son? Let's go. Now, I want to explain something to you. Now, I just want to let you know, there's no difference between Negroes and Indians, okay? There's no difference. See, Negroes was a term created in the 1600s to identify the indigenous people of this land. So, they couldn't tell the difference between Indians and Negroes because they all were dark-skinned. They all were swarthy. They all had curly hair, okay? Now, as you can see, right here, it says Virginia passed 2 acts in 1682 that combined Native Americans and Africans into one category, Negroes and other slaves. There you go. All right. Cock-crew, okay? Now, the word Indian comes from a misnomer, again, misnomer, right? It comes from a misnomer from Christopher Colon, Indios, which means sons of God. Indios, because there was no such thing as India in the 14th century. They were called Hindustan. Hindustan. Okay, and they still call themselves to this day. There was no such thing as India. So when they said Indians, it was really Spanish for Indios.
Hijos de Dios.
There you go, sons of God, okay? Because they knew exactly who these people were, all right? Now let me show you something. You got people who we battle with today who say that Native Americans and Mexicans are not our people. Now I'm going to show you some examples of dark-skinned Indians and so-called Latino tribes. That's a dark-skinned Latin man, okay? Look at that. Okay. Dark skin. These are Latin people. Dark skin, right? Bring it close, bro. Get this. Look at this. Dark skin. Latin tribes. Dark skin. Americas. See that? Come on. Look at that. Look at that. Feathers. Dark skin. Dark skin.
Plus, may I say too, it also makes sense too, because remember we were a people of Caribbean people.
Well, keyword Caribbean is a misnomer. See, what we have to learn as Yasharala is how to identify the good information and separate the bad information. Make sure you get these pictures, brother, okay? Look at that. The first king in Hawaii was a man of color, okay? A Negro. Look at that. America, emblem of America. See that? You see that? So look at the skull and bones. So you see this fraternity that's set up by these so-called white men, George Bush and all these about the skull and bones. They stole that from the Latins. Because remember, you guys used to, on the temples, you used to make sacrifices, blood sacrifices, which is why the Lord let the conquistadors take down your ancestors, our ancestors, because they were not following the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. They were following the traditions of men, which is Ashur, which comes from the god of Assyria, which was to worship nature and life. That's why the Indians had totem poles. That's why the Aztecs and the Mayans, you guys had, eagles and phoenix and birds and serpents. Well, wait a minute. You could tell that those people at that time took information out of context because it mentions symbolic ideologies referring to the serpent. Be wise as a serpent. Paul mentioned, he said Yahweh Shah was a serpent. Like that bronze serpent in the wilderness when those venomous snakes.
I'd have to run on.
Go ahead, brother. Hey, but do you think I'm lying to you?
No. I had some of this information.
Okay. But I'm just showing, hey, it's just the truth, man. It's the truth. Take care of yourself.
Shalom, bro.
The truth will set you free. St. John 8:32. See? Skull and bones. Look at that.
I'm passing my entrance.
All right, man. Slow down now. Slow down. See this? This is your so-called Latinos, your misnomer. See, you guys don't understand because you're going off a misnomer, which is new speech. Everything you learn has been new speech, okay? Look at that. That's a black so-called Indian. First of all, let me explain something to you Israelites out there who's saying that all tribes are Negro. First of all, break down the word Negro to me, like we just did. We showed you what the term Negro represents. Number two, you have to explain how these indigenous people got here.
Got this group.
Anyway, all right.
Then they gotta explain just for that individual.
But they won't do that. But they won't do that. Like I said, man. Like I said, come debate us. That's all you gotta do. Dark-colored natives. What you see? Hispaniola. You see that? Dark-skinned people. You see that, right? What y'all gotta say, man, to my all Negro Israelites? What y'all gotta say now? Look at that, Americas. You see a dark-skinned man. See, these are the things that they did not show you in our textbooks.
History class.
In our history class. Look at that. There's your native tribes that you guys keep calling gooks. You call them rats. That don't look like a rat to me. Look like your uncle from 74th Street. Look like one of the old foes. Look, come on, man.
You look just like your
Come on, man.
You look just like your granddaddy.
Come on, man. This is a so-called black Native American.
Why you look at me when he said?
But ain't no such thing as a black Native American. Okay?
And then, hey,
Look at that. Hold on, brother. You see that? Y'all cut, man. Look at that. Native Americans and Latinos is not. That's a Mexican right there. No, Slovakia. That's a Choctaw Indian right here. A full-blood Choctaw Indian. Dark skin. Look just like a lot of you niggas' grandmama who say Indians is not Israelites.
Show him Chief Patterson.
Look at that.
What Chief Patterson at?
He coming.
Show him Big Chief, man.
Look at that. Y'all cut, man. Full-blooded Choctaw Indian. Look at that.
Rico Reckless is an Indian. He's a
Come on, man.
Just like me, bro. Like my
Dark skin. How you guys gonna explain this to my all Israelite Negroes? Black men. All Negroes are Israelites. No, man. You gotta go deeper. You gotta go deeper. You getting this, bro? Make sure you get this. You gotta go deeper. Look at that, sister. The black Indians, they refuse to show you. You see that? You see that? Don't cut, man. Like I said, come debate us. That's it on that?
Hey, Salaka, I want to touch on what he was saying too. When a lot of brothers bring out that Deuteronomy 28 and 68, when they talk about, and the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, they fella bring out that the so-called natives and the Mexicans were the first ones on those
Northern
ships.
Kingdom. The Northern Kingdom was on those ships too, right?
So y'all brothers always go straight to the Negroes came over on the slave ships. That's true, but the Ascarites and like I say, the Gadites, the Reubenites, they was on them ships way before the Negroes. Probably I think it was 11 years prior to the Negroes even getting on those ships.
Fuck it. And here's the thing with that. It's called the transatlantic slave trade, right?
Hey, question is.
Hold on. Native Americans ain't Israelites? That dude look like a straight.
Jake.
That's Jake, man.
That's like James Brown.
Native Americans ain't Israelites? Y'all play too damn much.